So there was a second deer. He was like looking right at me and then started like hopping straight toward me. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen a deer. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the video. It's like I've never seen a deer fucking come right at me. And it's like he squinted and then seen what I was. It was almost like I was a friend at first and he was hopping over to come and see me. Then he realized I'm not a fucking friend. So he fucking bounced. It's a fucking couple, there's some big ones there. I did see deer tracks all in the mud. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, I mean, I can barely hear the road from here. So I just been walking down this trail. I just came up to a fork actually, and I took a right at the fork. I also saw a squirrel, which is a good sign because that's what I was hoping I would find out here, some squirrels, and it was a big one. And it's unlike any squirrel I've ever seen before. It was like yellow and brown. And I don't know if anybody hears that. Pretty sure that's an airboat. I've heard airboats, you know, this is the Everglades, so it's just fucking awesome. There's so much shit going on. Yeah, I saw that squirrel. It was like a yellow and brown one. And the way he was walking and shit, it was almost walking like, just unlike any squirrel I've ever seen. Like, I don't know, like a dog or something he was walking. It was weird. It's hard to explain. But, so that was some weird species of squirrel. And it was a big one. So that would be perfect fucking hunting right there with my pellet gun. I still have to get my pellet gun sighted in. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I feel like I got about 3 or 4 more hours until dark. The main thing I gotta do tonight is get my tent set up, which will only take 5 minutes. Unload my shit. You know, I was kind of hoping I would get a chance to do some fishing tonight, but it's actually taken me a lot longer to get to where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get out to this canal out here in Picayune State Forest. That's another thing, is I've ran into the Florida Trail here. So I don't know what the fuck this is. FloridaTrail.org. What's throwing me off is that I've walked the Florida Trail before, and it starts at Big Cypress. It's actually that way at Big Cypress, and you gotta walk through the swamp. It starts at Oasis Visitor Center, and I've done that Florida Trail before, but this is the same. You know, this is the same, was it latitude or longitude or whatever? So it's no way that that's part of the same Florida Trail. It must be like just a different Florida Trail or something. But I've seen several of those Florida trails around. It'd be fun to go hike some of those. But right now, there's a certain place right over by the canal where I feel like be some good fishing and blah blah blah. I'm definitely gonna need some water because I didn't bring any water. I did drink a bunch before I left, so that's another reason why I need to get to the canal. But fuck, man, this is awesome. Seen so much wildlife already. Fucking monster crocodile. I don't think I've ever seen a crocodile before. I can't say for sure it was a crocodile, but I'm pretty fucking sure. I mean, the gator's got a big rounded fucking snout. That thing was, it just wasn't, and it was a monster. And the fact that it wasn't scared of me. It was like, it was just different. Of course, I didn't really get a good look at his body. I think if I got a look at his body, I would know for sure. Because I'm pretty sure the crocodiles have a particular coloring. All right, folks. I'm pretty damn sure that's some bear scat. Why is it not showing up on the camera? There it is. Boom. Alright, there's a bear shit in the woods. And there was a sign for bears. Beware of bears coming in here. I wasn't actually planning to string my food into a tree, but I might have to do that now. That was a pretty decent size pile of bear scat. I'm not overly afraid of these Florida bears. I think they're usually a little on the smaller side. I did have an encounter last year out in Ocala National Forest at Juniper Springs. Fuck, this place is wild, dude. Panthers, fucking bears, big ass deer, big ass fucking wild squirrels, crocodiles. Shit. This is fucking nuts. But, you know, I love this kind of shit. But yeah, I was sleeping. I didn't have a tent or nothing. I was just sleeping on the ground in the dirt. And they had signs saying they had bear problems right in there. Like they had one the month before break into somebody's tent. And they learned to break into tents for food. And one came in the middle of the night and it like snorted like you know, like it was like breathing in, and it had like this real low rumble. And I jumped up and I had my fire ready to go. I was gonna start a fire, and I started my fire. I don't know if that really does anything, but I couldn't see shit. It's pitch fucking black, and I hear this fucking low tremble growl. You know, and fucking, so I never saw him. I can't say 100% for sure it was a bear, but then I could hear it run away. But yeah, these bears, they're scared of people. They're not. They were listing some of the facts on the board there, and like it said, like 85% of their diet is plants, or 90%. And only a little bit is meat, and a little bit of it's insects. So I just don't think they're real aggressive toward people. So I'm not really worried about much of anything. Snakes probably more than anything. Just not seeing one, but rattlesnakes should warn you most of the time. You know, the rattle. Cottonmouths, I don't know. I walked up on one. It was right in the middle of the trail about 2 years ago, out there in Big Cypress, and it didn't move. It just sat still. I had to walk around it. So yeah, gotta be on my P's and Q's out here. This isn't Kansas anymore. You know, fucking, there's some serious fucking shit out here. I haven't felt a single mosquito yet, which is nice, but they usually come out right before dark. So that's really the biggest damn problem out here, probably. Yeah, palm trees, pine trees. I can't wait to settle in. I'll have more time to you know, learn about the nature. I'm hoping I have Wi-Fi or whatever you call it, LTE out here. Little fork in the road. I'll have to get off here and look at my map. I'm pretty sure I gotta go left. So, hell, I forgot which way I had my phone turned. So, sorry, my video is probably shaky as fuck. Probably I need to start calming that shit down, make my videos a little better. All right, peace out.